We sucked. We sucked for years.
I was like,
Eli got his last Super Bowl 7 lost season.
yeah.
He should have been out of there. He got 9 more years. We fucking played Eli for 9 years after he won his last Super Bowl. He was ass when they won. They got lucky. They kept him around for 9 years. I had to struggle through 9 years of Eli. I had to struggle through bum ass Daniel Jones. They paid Daniel Jones instead of Saquon. We kept him around. We sent him to the Colts and he's playing good. What the is this shit? I get one good team since I was 12 years old, and our best running back's ankle explodes. This is looks like I'm gonna have to go back to watching the first quarter of every game and then turning that off in angry frustration, dude.
Dude, today's definitely it's a sad day for white guys all over America right now watching Cam Skattebo get his ankle.
Dude,
Are
we started?
I think we're starting.
Dude,
yeah.
what the hell was that, man? His ankle exploded. He went full Anderson Silva, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, he's done.
Yeah.
He's Chris Weidman, dude.
Yeah.
God, that was brutal to see.
Dude, the Nick Chubb injury, like, there's a couple of visuals that's gonna stick in my mind for sure. Cause like Skattebo's like, yo,
yeah, I forget Nick Chubb. What did he do?
Dude, it's like as soon as he put a foot down, like he was running, and as soon as his foot planted on the ground, some guy came and blew his knee out backwards.
I forget that, but like I remember that happening, but I forget what it looked like.
Just imagine when you break a stick over your knee. It was like that, but in the NFL.
I seen some video on Instagram the other day of an Indian dude who was like trying to put a tire on a tractor. He was like he was like in a chair, and like his boy was holding the chair, and then he was like leg pressing the tire wheel on the tractor.
And both of his legs.
Yeah, and then his legs just fucking go backwards. Yeah, I'm like, oh, dude.
He gives himself the legs of the aliens from Men in Black. The ones that are just doing coffee. Just bends them right backwards, dude. Yeah, they said Cam Skattebo was like he was trying to gnaw his ankle off on the sideline like a fox stuck in a trap so he could get into the game faster, but they made him go to the hospital.
Yeah, that's brutal. You know where the term coyote ugly comes from?
No, why?
Because when you wake up in the morning next to like a nasty ass bitch, then you gnaw your own arm off instead of waking her up.
I never knew that. Yeah. Dang.
Yeah, it was brutal. It was absolutely brutal. I just spent the last 3 hours getting screamed at the bar by Eagles fans. I was having touchdown dances done on me every time they scored. I mean, I had about 3 or 4 people hitting the greedy in my face.
That's insane.
I mean, it was absolutely brutal. I just put my hands in my head.
Jake's in the middle of like Bucks County, Pennsylvania, the heart of Eagles territory.
Yeah, and I'm a Giants fan. I went to the bar with all my boys today to just watch them absolutely get spanked by the birds. Yeah, dude, in my face, my boys just absolutely pissed drunk. Ooh, hit the gritty every time they scored. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, they cheered when Cam Skattebo got injured. They were like,
man.
They were clapping, dude. I was like, you fucking horse.
Man, that's rough.
Absolutely, bro.
It didn't even look that bad when he went down. I think it was just like the way his leg folded, and then I forget who was covering him. Just happened to go on over top of him. But yeah, that is
the second the announcers were like, we're not even going to show that replay because of how gruesome it was. I was like, well, there goes the season.
I know. The second they said that, I was like, I need to find this online.
Yeah, I immediately went to Twitter too. Actually, no, I waited a little bit. I was like, I don't need this pain in my life yet. And then like 5 of my friends sent it to me. I said, thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
Bunch of 40-year-old white dads in the middle of nowhere, just pissed off right now. I was like, man, the one guy that, he just had a lot of heart. He played with a lot of heart. Yeah, he really
just knew how to put his head down.
Yeah, just because the NFL lost 50% of their white running backs. Just
absolutely brutal, dude. R.I.P. my white king.
I know, dude.
We get a fucking good ass white running back, and nothing we can do.
White running back built like a tuna can, short and wide.
I knew he was gonna get injured though. The way he's been playing is like
I know
only a matter of time. I mean, I thought it was gonna be a concussion. I didn't think his like ankle was gonna explode, but
yeah, and that's the thing. Is, like, it was a freak accident. It wasn't like how he played. So like, I hope he brings the same like level when he gets back. Like I hope it's not like a Carson Wentz, like he plays like a pussy as soon as he comes back from his injury.
It's absolutely brutal, dude. Absolutely brutal. Fuck the NFL. The NFL's rigged, dude.
Dude, I
Chinese in
don't
the NFL.
the referees, the officiators for that game were definitely brought to you by DraftKings.
I'm absolutely pissed. You guys absolutely shit down our throat. I was like, I can't leave early. I gotta wait for people to clear the bar because I'm gonna get screamed at if I leave early.
Yeah, exactly.
All the Eagles fans are gonna be like, go home, go
Yeah.
home. I said, I gotta wait this out.
I mean, after the first touchdown, because it was 7-7, I was like, ew. Like, I mean, I wasn't
Yeah.
worried, but I was like, oh, we might actually have a game on ourselves, boys. But as soon as Scatterboo was out, the game was over.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely brutal.
Jackson Dart
What can
played
you
his
do?
heart out. Nothing like watching a Mormon boy scream F-bombs on the sideline.
Jackson Dart's Mormon?
Yeah, he's Mormon.
No, he's not. I thought he was wigged out too.
No, he's Mormon, dude.
What?
He just shared on his Instagram story a scripture from Alma in the book of Mormon.
Mormon Dart?
Mormon Dart, dude.
Wow, I did not know that. That's crazy.
Me and Mormon. Me and Dart, the two Mormons that don't mind dropping F-bombs in a public space.
Yeah, he was screaming. He was like crying after his Scatterboo
Dude,
went down. He was screaming.
As soon as that happened, Mikhail's like, all right, come on. I was like, nah, something happened. They're just showing players' faces right now. Like something happened
Yeah.
on the field.
Son of a bitch. This is fucking horseshit. I'm pissed. Our season's done. We sucked. We sucked for years.
I was like,
Eli got his last Super Bowl in a fucking 7-loss season.
yeah.
He should have been out of there. He got 9 more years. We fucking played Eli for 9 years after he won his last Super Bowl. He was ass when they won. They got fucking lucky. They kept him around for 9 years. I had to struggle through fucking 9 years of Eli. I had to struggle through bum ass Daniel Jones. They fucking they paid Daniel Jones instead of fucking Saquon. We kept him around. We sent him to the fucking Colts and he's playing good. What the fuck is this shit? I get one good team since I was fucking 12 years old and our best running back's fucking ankle explodes. Bullshit! This is fucking bullshit. Looks like I'm gonna have to go back to watching the first quarter of every game and then fucking turning that shit off in angry frustration, dude.
Yeah, dude. Anytime,
Oh my
the
god.
last 20 years, anytime that the Giants get a player that you're like, oh, this is good, we're actually going to get momentum. Something happens, they get hurt, there's money involved, they trade them off and they immediately start doing better. Or sometimes if you're Plaxico Burress, you wear sweatpants with a Glock in your waistband, and some girl grinds up on you in the
fucking
nightclub.
shoot yourself in the leg. You win a
shoot
Super
your
Bowl
leg.
and you shoot yourself in the leg and you
Yourself
end
in
your
the leg.
career because you had an unregistered gun.
Which at this
Meanwhile, John Morant can bring an unregistered gun to fucking daddy-daughter dance at his daughter's school and fucking nothing happens to him, dude.
yeah.
Fucking bullshit.
Or
He
Michael-
can fucking pyro up, shoot some desk pops off, and no one fucking does shit to fucking bullshit.
Michael Vick can have an underground dogfighting league and get caught the same year that Burris shoots himself in the leg in a nightclub. And Burris is banned from life from the NFL, and Michael Vick only gets banned for 2 seasons.
And then he's a fucking announcer, and he was like fucking chopping dogs in half.
Yeah, I know.
Fucking bastard, dude.
I know, dude.
Absolutely bastard.
Was it Julio Packman
pissed.
Jones can have like 3 shootings at strip clubs, but Plaxico Burris shoots himself in the dick one time and he's gone.
Absolutely brutal. Ray Lewis killed a man.
Yeah, Ray Lewis did kill a man. We all forgot about that, didn't we?
He killed a fucking guy, and they let him fucking play.
Dang.
Absolute horseshit. I'm fucking pissed. I want to cry.
It's
That's because
it's
Jackson Dart's a fucking Mormon. I'm pissed.
the only like good news about the Giants is the fact that the Jets have a worse record than them right now.
Dude, the Jets fucking won
They
today.
just beat the Bengals by a point.
39-38.
Yeah, dude.
I don't know what to say, dude. I'm
It's tough. I
gonna cry.
think you should kill yourself.
I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna write a note.
It's the only, yeah. I've been. What was it? What I said last night when the doctor came in to like do Mikkel surgery. I was like, I think I want you to pull the plug on her. He's like, yeah,
Take it right out, dude.
take it right out, dude. I was like, I thought about it really long and hard. You know what, Doc? I think I've decided. I want you to pull the plug.
Dude, you know they have like nets under bridges now?
Yeah, dude.
Like some
I
bridges they
found
put
it out
nets
when I
up.
jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. I was like, ah, shit. I only got 10 feet down.
Could you imagine that? You're like, goodbye. Finally, I get the sweet release.
Yeah.
And then you fall like 20 feet, and then you're in a fucking net. You're like, I can't even do this right.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, like, how do they get you out of there, dude? Do they, like, drop someone down on a helicopter to, like, you know what I mean? Like, how do you get out of there?
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
They winch you up, like, bungee jumping style?
You have to yell at people
How
going
do
down
you
on
get-
boats.
How do you get down from bungee jumping? I never understood that either. Do they bring you back up, or do they let you down all the way?
I think they bring you back up.
Fuck that, dude. How do they get you up over the railing?
Right? Because they have to winch you back up, right?
And you're by your feet, so how do they, like, I never
Dude,
understood
I
that.
don't know. I don't
Like,
know
how
if
do you possibly get
I
back
always
up?
thought I've been like too fat to go bungee jumping, but I've never tried it before. I'd do it.
I would never
definitely
go bungee jumping.
I'd go bungee jump once.
How fat do you have to be to go tandem?
For like skydiving?
Yeah,
I
Rocky
think,
Mountain climbing.
I think
I
it's
went
like
6.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu.
I feel like I've heard that before. I don't really wait, who sings that? Is that Tim McGraw that sings that?
I have no clue.
His daughter follows me on
I went
Instagram.
skydiving. I went Rocky Mountain climbing.
climbing. I went
But yeah, how big can you be on that?
220. I looked it up. 220, 225. Past that, it's
Oh,
like
I'm almost out of the fucking.
It's $100 more till you hit 250.
It's $100 more. What does $100 do? They just have to get like a sketchier guy who's like willing to risk it more.
They have to get
You know
a
what I mean?
smaller and smaller dude. The issue is like I would be scared if we're tandem, and then like I'm too fat for him to reach his arm around, so he can't pull the ripcord.
I don't know if that's how it works. I think it's above you, isn't it?
It could be.
And you're like under him.
Oh,
I think
you're
you're like
right. They're
under
on the
him
back. I
kind of a
thought
little
I
bit.
was on the back. Never mind.
Yeah, well, you're not on the back.
Okay,
Why the
okay,
fuck would they
then,
put
yeah,
you
I
on the
forgot
back,
about
dude?
that. I just
You
imagine,
just
like,
flatten the guy.
I'm
You would just fucking crush the guy, and
Yeah, yeah.
you just come down and just fucking break the guy's legs,
Just
Indian
pancake.
tractor style,
Yeah.
like that fucking track runner, that Quap track runner.
Yeah, yeah. Quap. I forgot about that.
But remember the dude who like did a real life Quap when he
Yeah,
like
yeah.
was running track and his
Yeah.
leg went absolutely backwards?
Dude, that is an old cut.
Yeah, that's a classic right there, dude.
Nice.
Oh, absolutely brutal, dude. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, dude.
Can't believe it.
I feel like I should feel better, but the victory does feel a little hollow because of the dark shadow cast on our Scatterboo.
Dude, our team was fucking injured. We don't have neighbors. We don't have Scatterboo. We don't have 3 defenders.
You guys were at least like fun to watch, even though we knew you guys weren't gonna win.
We had one fucking chance of having a good season, dude. We had one fucking chance.
Now it's gone.
Looks like it's Sixers time now. Now I'm just gonna fucking watch the
I'm just gonna
Sixers.
watch it. What a historically great franchise to watch too. The Philadelphia
You
Sixers.
shut your mouth, yo. You shut
Yeah.
your mouth
They've
about
never
the
let
Sixers,
any of their
dude.
fans down before.
Yeah, no, that is true. We stink. The Sixers are terrible too.
It sucks, dude.
We're 2-0 though. We're 2-0. I'll take it.
Dude, shout out to Lance and his quote.
Ben Simmons is practically LeBron James.
LeBron James.
That was the wildest quote ever recorded on a podcast.
If we ever if this ever gets big and we get a podcast studio and we get to decorate,
I'm bringing that drop back.
I'll
bring
bring
that-
that on a sign on the wall.
I'll bring that laptop in, dude. I'll bring that laptop in.
No,
We'll get
like,
all the old drops.
even then, I want you to show Lance the studio. Like, Lance, why don't you drop by the studio? And then right there in the front lobby is going to be that quote
Ben Simmons is
on the
practically
wall.
LeBron James. I had some great drops on the OG podcast. So I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows, but I used to have an old podcast. So I've told this story before, but we prank called our one friend in high school, and we used one of those websites where it was like a soundboard. So he wouldn't be able to recognize our voices. And it was like a soundboard where it was like, "Hey, it's your neighbor." And it was like a recorded voice, and then it
Yeah.
was like, "You need to mow your lawn," or something like that. And then our friend's dad absolutely flipped the switch and went AWOL, and he was like, "I'll find you and I'll fucking kill you." And we're like, "Jesus Christ, dude.
Are you asshole? Go fuck yourself.
Go fuck yourself. I'll find you and I'll fucking kill you." He's screaming at the phone, dude.
Was he a little
Funniest thing
drunk?
ever.
Did you catch him on the right time, or is that just
Yeah,
how
we might have got him on the right
I
time when he
about
was in
to
the
say,
bag, dude.
Or I know him too. He's always a little bit like that, but that sounded like he's got a
Yeah.
little buzz in him too.
Catch him fired up, dude. That's a problem, bro. That's a problem.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah. Oh man, dude. This is a melancholy episode, dude.
Dude, I know we're
I'm gonna
sad.
just
The sun's not out.
I'm gonna cry.
Yeah. But I
How
don't
cold
even
is it
know-
up there? It's like fucking minus 65 right now in October.
Yeah, let me see real quick. Hold on. It
You
was
live in
cold
fucking
today.
Alaska, dude. Dumbass Alaska. Although I'm glad I got to see your state in the summer though, because Ben lives in Idaho. Here's his exact location and his social security number. But Ben lives in
I
Idaho.
leave my back door unlocked.
Yeah. But when I went there in the winter, I was like, this state fucking sucks. And then I went there in the summer and I was like, oh, this state is actually pretty cool, man.
This
It's pretty
tits,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Michaela was like, "Do you think like Jake and Mary will ever come back and visit like Idaho?" I was like, "Yeah, definitely." I was like, "But definitely in the summertime. They're never coming back in the winter."
Yeah. I didn't mind the winter time, but I hate the winter in general. I'm just not a winter guy.
Yeah, but you also did the one thing that you can do in the wintertime here. Like you went snowmobiling. That's it. Like that.
Snowmobiling was fucking sick, dude. I was
Yeah.
ripping 70 on a snowmobile. All I could think was like, dude, if I fall off this thing, I am done,
You're
bro.
cooked, dude.
You fall off a snowmobile going 70 miles an hour, like it's not the fucking jet ski, like where you just fall into the water. Like
no, you landed
70 miles an
slow,
hour,
dude.
you're fucking done, dude.
Yeah.
That's all I could think about. At one point, I was like, I wasn't even looking at the speedometer, and then I started looking, and I was like, oh shit, like if I fall off this bitch, like I'm fucking done.
Yeah, dude. You should have seen the one like how Josh was driving that one time when he showed up and he was like, I think he was 14 or 15. It was right after mom and dad got divorced and dad showed up that winter, right? And we rented sleds. And then we lied through our teeth that Josh was 16 so that he could get a
Hell
sled
yeah.
too. And I just remember like, I mean, he was whipping it as fast as he could. And then towards the end of the day, dad had gone ahead and we had let him go ahead so we could kind of floor it. And like Josh took off flying. And I ended up slowing down because we were on a sketchy part. It was just going like it was too windy, and I wasn't that good at turning on him. And I go around a corner and I slam on my brakes because Josh is on the side of the road waving me down, and then his ski lift or sorry his like snowmobile had ran up a tree and was like just vertical on the tree like edge right there, just standing up, still running. And he's like yeah, I went around, I couldn't stop, and I just went it. Yeah, he's like I just went up the tree.
Dude, honestly, I wish I knew that the Giants were going to lose today, and I would have fucking jumped off that snowmobile going 70 miles per hour and just fucking got drilled by a train, dude. Ah, God.
It's a tough day.
Jeez Louise.
Tough day, dude.
Yeah, but no, I have no interest in skydiving. Do you actually want to do that?
I
I would
feel like
never
I
do that.
did. Now that I'm older, it's kind of like I would do it, but like I'm not excited for it, you know?
Yeah, I would never do that, dude. Fuck that. I used to work with a dude who skydived, and he said that, like, even though they had, because I was like, you got parachutes on, so if you jump out, if the plane goes down, you can just jump out.
Yeah.
And then he was like, nah, because if it starts to nosedive, no one's wearing seatbelts. So he said that like they all would just go to the roof of the plane, and then and I was like, oh, so it doesn't even make a fucking
Yeah,
difference.
it doesn't matter at all. Dude, I had a
Don't you think that like commercial airlines should have parachutes on the plane? Like, don't you think
Yeah,
we
right?
could just put? Yeah, you would think that we would have parachutes up there.
and
You know,
just like
If-
if it's going bad, just give me an option. If the pilot's like, yo, I don't think
Yo.
we're recovering this one,
if you want to roll the dice, fucking,
you can roll
yeah.
the dice. That's all.
we're gonna crack the door right here, dude. Go.
Yeah. That'd be awesome, dude. Or if I was a stewardess and I'm flying every single day, right? My luggage
Yeah.
is just going to be a parachute that I pack in there just in case. Because my chances are so high that shit's going to happen for me. So,
Yeah, fucking roll the dice, dude. Take my chances.
why not, man? Especially some of the sketchy flights I've been on.
Yeah, you just were on like a fucking Filipino airline. Do they make you sit in the middle of the plane?
No, but they were like, that was one of the hardest landings ever because it was such a small plane. And they dropped it. Like we were still like maybe
And you're
20
like,
we were 20 feet on it and he just like bam, and then he hit the brake so hard you could see the smoke coming out because it was a super small runway there. I was like, ooh, it was
Fuck that, dude.
sketchy, dude. Dude, the worst one was probably a plane that size, and I was going from the island of São Miguel to the island of Terceira in the Azores. And it was
In
like
Portugal.
yeah, and so it was like middle of a rainstorm, and to fly into the Azores because it's a U.S. Air Force base that's there, and they built it at the edge of a cliff. So you have to like to fly into it, you have to land, but there's like a giant cliff here, and there's a huge like wind burst pushing the plane down. So it was
Right.
such a small plane, you could see the pilot's view right? And we were like right here on the cliff, and the runway's up here above the cliff. And I was like, bitch, are we gonna pull up? And it's like the middle of a rainstorm, and they waited till like the last second to like pull up over the cliff, yeah. And that was like, I don't know, like I wasn't worried in the moment, but it was like when we got on the ground and I was thinking about the flight, I was like, that was the sketchiest thing I've ever seen in my life. We almost just face planted into a cliff.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I don't know. Planes don't scare me. My girlfriend's afraid of planes, bridges, everything. And then I looked up like the stats on bridges because I was like trying to make her feel better. And then I was like,
They're
dude, like
not
I'll look
good.
it up right now. I'll look it up right now. And then I looked it up and I was like, so like how's the weather doing?
Yeah,
Like just
yeah.
immediately trying to change the subject. And
what's
she was
your
like, no,
favorite
you don't look up the stats. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, they're not that great.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, we
Like the Indians who hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore.
no wait, what?
Remember when the Indians hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore in their ship and they like took the whole bridge down? This was like a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
They lost.
That's it. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
they
'Cause
lost
he
power
lost
of the ship.
power. Yeah.
Yeah, the Indians. Yeah.
I remember thinking that guy was like, I feel so bad for the guy that was behind the wheel of that because he literally was just like, there's nothing I can do.
Fuck.
He's like, oh shit. Yeah, yeah, literally, like, what do I do? Who do I call?
And then they wouldn't let him off the boat.
You're from India. Who do you call?
They didn't have visas, so they made him stay on the boat, like in the middle of the river, and they'd like bring him out food and shit.
Dude, that poor dude. That would have sucked because he was like the only one that was on.
There was like
board.
7 dudes on the boat or some shit like that. There was like nobody on that bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, have you ever heard of?
There was one tractor trailer, dude. There was one tractor trailer who makes it right. He makes it
Really?
across like right before the fucking. Like, I wonder if he like looked at the news the next morning and was like, because like he probably didn't notice that fucking shit collapsed after he, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he's
He probably woke up and saw the news and was like fucking mind blown.
yeah, like it'd be like out of a movie where like the superhero and the villain are fighting in the background and the janitor doesn't notice. Like the guy's driving his
Yeah.
truck. He's just like, man, I feel like a woman. You just see his rear view mirror and you just see the bridge just like collapse in his rear view mirror as he's driving and doesn't even realize what's happening.
Yeah, think about that guy. Crazy,
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
Dude, you know what is insane is because like there's so many shipping companies, right? And I mean, a lot of them are like, we own 2 boats. I hope we don't go out of business. We're in a third world country. So like lots of times like shipping companies, they'll go out of business overnight because they're just like projected we'll make this quota on this shipment. Oh no, there's a delay. We have to go under. So they go under while like some of their ships are like still waiting in port to like go into port and all that jazz. So like there's this guy that was like he was the only one on the boat. I think he was from Pakistan. Big old shipping container boat. Everyone else went to land. The business went out of business and nobody came to pick him up. So he's like, I'm just living on this boat, lost at sea. And there was like a news report that apparently like this happens to like hundreds of people every year, that they just get stranded on shipping container boats because the business goes out of business and they don't know what to do.
Yeah, fuck that, dude. I listened to a dude on Rogan who was abducted by Somali pirates.
Dude, living
Like,
the dream.
Yeah, he was the shipping captain or whatever, and he was abducted by Somali pirates. And they kept him for like, I think it was like 2 years or whatever. And originally they were asking like millions of dollars. But like, because they were holding him in a cell. And he said
Really?
that while he was, he said that while he was like in abduction or whatever, being held ransom, that the movie Captain Phillips came out. And he said that like he was boys with the Somali pirates. And like he said they all sat there and like watched the Captain Phillips movie while he was like currently in jail.
Oh, no way, dude.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then he said like he became friends with them, and he was like, at some points they would leave me alone in a room, and like one of the guys would leave their AK-47, and then he was like saying how he would think about like I could just grab that shit and like try and like get my way out, but then he's like, I only have 1 clip, like I only have 30 shots, like
Yeah, what am I gonna do?
I'm not gonna get far, you know. And then they were asking like a ridiculous amount of money. His mom was like trying to raise all this bread, the dude who was abducted. And then eventually he got like really sick and he needed to go to the hospital. And he was like gonna die. And then they were like, all right, they just took whatever
It's not
the
even
mom
worth-
had.
Yeah, keeping this white boy isn't even worth it at this point.
Yeah, they were like, all right, we'd rather not have a dead white guy on our hands. So they just
Dude, at
fucking...
what point do you just get to hang out with them and go on a trip? Like I'd be like, please let me take you. Like, please can I go with you guys next time you go on the boats to go and rob somebody?
Yeah, he said he was like boys with him.
Dude, I'd be like, I promise I'll behave. I don't even need a gun. I just want to go. I just want to go on one pirate adventure with you dudes, okay?
Let me go on a ride along.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
fuck
it.
that. I seen the videos online of the like little pirate boats pulling up and just getting like RPG'd from the boat, like exploding.
Yeah. Just Russian
Fuck that.
mercenaries on board that are
There's
like,
like
oh my
10
gosh, yes.
captains on board with like ARs, like,
Yeah.
like fucking going down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that you gotta have guns on board to like defend from pirates.
Yeah. Like
You
there's
you just think you're gonna be like a captain of a ship, and then they're like,
yeah,
"Here's
yeah.
the AR, bro.
Dude, we got
Get
a
out
machine
there."
gun. Dude, if I was a captain, I'd be like, oh my gosh, please
Finally,
board
I've
my
been
boat.
waiting years.
Oh my
I've been
gosh.
waiting years.
We literally have the high ground. I wanted to like I took 100-mile detour closer to Somalia just so this could happen, dude. Because it's so boring at sea. Like we haven't seen any
Oh,
dolphins, we
100%.
haven't seen any whales. Please let it be a pirate.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick.
Yeah, dude. There's a guy in I think it's like Papua New Guinea. There's like a rebel group that kidnapped him. I think this was like 2014. Because his plane went down and like a bunch of rebels just happened to find him. And I'm pretty sure he's still with them. But like and it's a white dude and they're not giving him up. But like he's been with them so long, he just does missions with them. Like he goes on raids.
He's like assimilated into
He
the
got his
culture.
own yeah, he's got his own AK. They still have a ransom amount for him. But like last time I checked is like, yeah, like we'll auction him off, like if anyone wants to pay the ransom amount, but for now he's our crazy white boy and he like he likes taking heads with us, you know?
Yeah, it's just fucking crazy. Oh, what was I thinking about? Something about Africa. Oh, I fucking lost it. Oh,
Did it happen to be
Captain Phillips.
a certain slur that you said?
No, it was no slurs, no slurs. Ah, man, I can't think of what I was gonna say.
The second you sent that one yesterday, I was like, that's 100% History
History
Hyena's
Hyena's
Patreon name. Yeah.
Absolute fire. Oh, I was thinking about this show I watched. It was like the most dangerous prisons in the world, and like the worst one was in Papua New Guinea, and there was like it was like 3 to 100 guards to prisoners.
Jesus.
There was like 100 guards, and they were saying that like every single day people break out.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's like in the
it's
middle.
basically open range of like you can get in, you can get out. No one
Yeah, the
really
dude was like
cares.
walking the fence, and like he was showing them the fence, and there was like all these like repaired holes, and then they would like come across like a fresh hole, and and he was like, "We're in the middle of the jungle in Papua New Guinea, so like
He's like,
if
go
you
for it.
escape, you have to go through like hundreds of miles of like Papua New Guinea swamps to like get to freedom." So they were
Yeah.
just like, "All right, dude, like
Yeah, whatever.
you know,
Chill. We don't care.
yeah,
That's like the
good luck."
Russian work camps in Siberia. They don't have fences because like, where are you gonna go? We're in the Arctic
Yeah,
Circle
it's
in
like
Russia right
minus,
now.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that shit's crazy. The jails are wild. I watched a thing on Siberia though, where it's like so cold that people just hang their groceries out of the window of their house. Like none of them have
Oh yeah,
fridges,
because yeah.
and then they just hang it out the window. And then they have like their carports, like where you park when you pull up to your crib. It has like a thing for your battery to
So your battery
plug your battery in,
doesn't
so
die.
you can just keep your car running all night. Because if you turn it off, like it freezes.
Yeah.
Like the
Yeah.
gasoline, like everything in your car
There's a
freezes.
couple people that have that here in Idaho. It like it, it's not like consistent enough that everybody like does it, but like my Bronco has a plug-in, so I can plug it in to keep my engine block warm to make sure nothing freezes.
Fuck that. No wonder those guys are the best at the UFC and basketball.
Yeah, dude. Did you ever see the what was it? It's the World's Toughest Prison episode of the Siberia one, where they we're talking to all the Russians in there.
Where like they had like a group who was like trying to get rights.
Maybe I just remember there was a lot of cannibals in that episode.
I don't remember any cannibalism. I just
Really?
remember
Like, every other guy they interviewed, it could have been a different show in a different prison, but like every other guy they
I
interviewed.
watched one with the British guy. He's like a tan British guy.
Yeah, maybe it was
And he
that.
like has like a scar on his face because he got like stabbed in prison. But he was like wrongfully in prison for 11 years, and then they like let him out, and then he like started this show where he like
That
went.
sucked, dude.
Yeah, and they would like throw him in there, and he would like spend a day. I'm sure it was fake, like
Yeah.
in whatever prison it was.
Yeah.
But he went to South Africa, the South African prison, and they like put him in with his cellmates, and like immediately his cellmate was like, "You're my girlfriend now," and the cellmate was like, "You have to like cook and clean, and you got to suck me off," and then he was like. He like to the producers. He was like, "Get me out of here! Get me out of here!"
They're not.
Yeah,
He's not
immediately.
joking. This dude is hard.
He was in there for like 2 seconds, and the guy was like, "You're my girlfriend now," and he was like,
Oh man, yeah, that one when he was talking to all the Russians. Man, I'm trying to remember one of them. There was one of like, oh, and all of them were in life sentences for minor inconveniences that they just took to the extreme of like,
"Yeah," because like the legal system like never processes anything, so they're just like stuck in there forever.
yeah, but even then, there was this one guy that was like, yeah, my wife and her brother were in the kitchen and they were talking and they were just so loud, and my daughter woke me up in the middle of the night and was like, Dad, I can't sleep. And so they were a little drunk, and I went in and like I said, hey, like, you mind keeping it down? And they wouldn't do it. And so by the second time that it happened, where my daughter woke me up in the middle of the night because they were still in the kitchen talking really loudly, I just decided I had enough. And you're like, oh, what does that mean? And he's like, so I got my gun and I killed both of them. And you're like,
Like,
oh,
oh, all right,
okay, cool,
nice,
yeah.
nice.
Or there's another guy that's like, yeah, my dog, like, my neighbor, his like dog, just like used to always come and just like poop on my yard, and it really used to piss me off. So I killed him, and then I needed to get rid of the body, so I started chopping him up and putting him in my freezer, and then I would do little bits at a time. I would chop him up for like real small, and I'd put him in my garbage disposal, or I'd flush him down the toilet, but it was taking too long. And he's like, and then one day I was just really curious. So I like just like fried up a little bit of him and I ate a little bit of him just
Got a
to see
little
what it
taste.
tasted like. Yeah, exactly. And like all the stories were like that of just like something really minor happened and they were like, yeah, so I killed him, and then like half of them were like, and then like I was like, maybe I'll
And he
try
had to
my
go.
yeah,
Yeah, I
exactly.
think a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think a little nibble.
Yeah, whatever. He's like, when in Rome.
Yeah, a lot of the episodes I watched, it was like you think that our prison system's bad. It was like
Yeah.
some Central American country where the guy's like, yeah, I got a parking ticket and I've been in here for 3 years because I'm
Yeah, exactly.
incapable of getting a court date,
Yeah.
and they're just like stuck in there. What like some of the prisons are crazy. The one I forget where it was, but like a gang ran the inside of the prison,
Oh, was that Peru?
and then there was just walls around it, and like the guards were on the walls around it, but he had like the guy who like narrates the show had to get like passed off to like a gang leader on the inside of the prison, and then it was just literally like a town, like
Yeah,
inside this like
that was the one in Peru. I remember that episode. Yeah.
yeah, and they had like guards and shit from the gang, and they had like bats,
Yeah.
like they didn't have any guns or anything, but
Yeah.
the gang leaders were like the police, like they had like their own police system
Yeah.
inside the
And they only turned
inside the
water
jail.
on like once a day. So like the gangs would have to go and get their water. They only passed out food once a day. So you'd have certain gang members with weapons so they wouldn't get robbed, go and get food for the rest of the gang. I remember there was this point in that episode where like they're showing the different houses because depending on what crime you got sent to a different house. And then there was one of like uh they're like walking past this one house and you just hear screams from the inside. And the guy goes, "What's that?" And they're like, "Oh, like you know that house. Just like stuff happens there every once in a while." And then it goes like to the narrator, like the wide cut, and the narrator's like, "This is where they keep the registered sex offenders and child molesters inside this building." And he's like, "Oftentimes they're bullied, or even worse, by other gang members there." And I was like, "Oh, you just heard someone get murdered in that building, and that's like
Yeah,
exactly what that
100%.
scream
Yeah.
was." Yeah,
Yeah, that episode, like if you were like the leader of the cell block, you had to be like a high-ranking gang official, and you got a
Yeah.
bedroll, and that was like you got like a 2-inch mattress.
that's
Then
so
everybody else had to just sleep on the cement.
floor. Dang, dude.
Fuck that. You had to like piss in a bucket. There was multiple prisons I watched where they had to like grow their own food. Like they
'Cause they-
got like a small
yeah,
the prison would like make rice once a day, and like they would run out, and like only like half of the people who were there would get fed.
Jeez.
Like there would be a line, and like the last half of the line was fucked,
Yeah.
and then they were like forced to like grow their own food on the inside just so they could stay alive.
Wasn't in that Peru one the part of the prison it wasn't even inside the concrete wall. It was like kind of like the metal fence side of the wall. There was like a landfill, and if you got like ostracized or cast out by your gang, you had to go live in the garbage pile.
Yeah, you had to
outside
live in like the
prison.
landfill and like
And that's how
search for
you
food and shit.
exactly, and that's like how you lived and survived was searching for food in the landfill.
Yeah, that's fucking insane.
Dude, that was
You ever
like
seen that show? I Almost Got Away with It, where it's like people like who tried to smuggle drugs and then they like got sent to jail in a foreign country.
oh I yeah, I used to watch that with Locked Up Abroad.
Yeah,
That was that
exactly.
one. Yeah, yeah.
What's the Asian country that they like will like cane you for like spitting gum on the street?
Oh, Singapore.
Yeah. I watched one in Singapore where this guy was like transporting drugs in Singapore is like a like death sentence.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you get like sentenced to death.
yeah.
And the dude like had drugs on him, and like he was like on the train, like a 5-hour train ride going through Singapore or whatever. And then he was like, I want to smoke weed. So he goes in between the cars and smokes hash, and then like gets sent to a Singapore prison. And it's like, bro,
What an
you could have
idiot,
just
dude.
fucking wait, bro. You couldn't
Wait.
wait 5 hours
Yeah.
to fuck you fucking dumbass stoner,
Yeah.
bro. You fucking ended up in a Singapore prison.
Dude, that's like
Yeah, it's fucking
what's that one
terrible.
episode of Cops where he's like he's like handing out a speeding ticket to some guy on the side of the road, and the cop's like, man, there's people like watching right now, and then there's just like a lady across the street, and this is like 2009, right? So there's just a lady across the street watching the cop like hand out a speeding ticket in this neighborhood, and the lady's just smoking a joint, like watching the cop as he's doing it, and he goes, wait a second, I know that smell, and he looks over and he goes, hey, get back here. And I'm like, lady, you couldn't take it inside. You
what?
couldn't wait 2 minutes. You had to light up a joint, watch the cop. I don't know.
That's the best.
Yeah, dude.
I love fucking cops. I could watch cops all day.
I could watch cops all day too. Dude,
I do love how they have to throw a white guy in there to keep the ratio good. Like
yeah, they have to show
every third one,
crazy white
yeah,
guy.
like,
Yeah.
they'll switch over to Kansas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah. Oh, I forgot
switch
about
over
that.
to Kansas PD.
They're
Throw
like,
a white
okay,
guy in there on
is
meth.
there any white guys on crystal meth that are running from the cops?
Yeah, come on. There's got to be a couple of whites on meth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's always what I remember. There was one of like there's a white guy in meth that they chased down, and he was in his whitey tighties. And as they're trying to arrest him and tackle him to the ground, he bit the cop and shit his pants. And then like the cops on top of the dude trying to put the handcuffs on, and the cops like his dick on the dude's butt, and the cops like he's shitting his pants right now. And they're like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I can feel him shitting his pants right now." Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, there's a million times when the cop like grabs a big old wiener and he's like, "What's this?" And then the guy's like, "That's my wiener."
That's my dick. And you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
classic.
my bad.
Yeah. Actually, we're gonna let you go. Never tell anybody about this.
Yeah, whoopsie daisy. Yeah, what?
Please,
what's this
God,
you got
keep that to
here?
yourself.
Yeah. That's my dick. What a compliment. I wish.
There's a couple of classics on there. There's the one where the guy gets tased and he goes, "I'll get you, bitch." He's got a cigarette in his one hand.
Yeah. He's like smoking. He's like points at the cop.
I'll get you, bitch.
I'll get you, bitch.
And he's like, it goes down.
Did you see the one in? I think it was Philly recently. Of like the dude. He was like going to fight the cop. He's putting his hands up, and the cop grabs the taser and shoots him, and gives him like a little shock. And the guy goes, and he's like mid shock. He goes, "Don't do it again. With great power comes great responsibility." And the cop just like, you see the cop smirk,
Like,
and then
what?
he just pulls the trigger on the taser.
It's like, yeah, right.
And then just drops the dude right there.
No, I didn't see the one in Philly, but did you see the Philly, the shitter? The lady a couple months ago who shit on someone's car?
No.
You didn't see this?
No.
I guess there was like a road rage battle in Philly, like, and then the lady who's in the front, she parks at a stop sign and she walks over to the car that was behind her and just sprays diarrhea all over the car and then just hops right back in her car and dips.
Dude, that's
like, she must have had that shit locked and loaded,
yeah.
dude.
Dude, that must
just a wet diarrhea dump.
Like her in the argument, be like, man, how can I get back at her? And then she's like, and I really have to shit. I wish I could have been inside her brain where she connect the pieces together of like, oh, I can shit on her car. And just go over there and squirt some Hershey's diarrhea all over
just
the hood of it.
Straight Hershey squirts on the lady.
Nissan Altima.
I can't believe you never seen that, yeah?
I've never seen that.
The Philly shitter.
No, I need to look it up.
Yeah, it's a couple months ago, sometimes in the summer. I gotta look it up for you. Philly
Alright,
lady poops. I don't know how do I look that up.
See, I feel like Philadelphia has, it's got like such good random characters that pop up every like 2 or 3 years. Like the guy that ate 41 rotisserie chickens.
Oh, yes, and he would
Yeah.
like post flyers.
Yeah, exactly. And then everyone showed up for him to eat his last one.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it.
Fine.
I don't know. Where's it? So she gets out of the car and she just bent over and dookied on the other lady's car.
I knew it was a Nissan Altima. I knew it.
Just
I knew it. In my heart of hearts, I knew it was a Nissan Altima.
Just had that shit locked and loaded, dude,
Yeah,
ready to go.
I'll never have a moment in my life where I have that much power in my hands.
Yeah, I have no control over my dookies.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's why she was driving crazy.
I could, dude, I'll be honest, like, I don't think road rules apply when you have to take a mad shit.
I don't think I've ever shit myself while driving. I've definitely shit myself, but
I've
mostly
shit myself.
it was
I don't think
farts.
I've done it. I've pissed my pants while driving once.
You pissed your pants? I don't think I've done that either.
I don't know what was happening in 2020, but the summer of 2020, I peed myself like twice in one summer.
That's crazy, yeah.
I know, dude. I've never had that happen before. But one of
It's a
the
pandemic, dude.
it must have it was post actually this was pre-COVID for me.
So it must be 2019.
No. Like I got COVID in October, so I can't even say it was a COVID.
Yeah,
side
before
effect.
you had COVID.
Yeah, it was before
Gotcha.
I had COVID. Yeah, there was one time it was like, man, I was just walking through a neighborhood and I really had to go, so I ran behind somebody's shed to go and take a piss behind someone's shed in their backyard because I had to go that bad. But like I couldn't hold it in to the point where I pissed myself walking, like running over to that guy's shed. And then and then there was another one where on my way driving to a buddy's house, I had to pee so bad. I didn't have any bottles in. There was no exit by me, and we were in like standstill traffic in the middle of the highway. And I was like, dude, I can't. Like, I literally can't. I'm all the way over in the left lane. I'm gonna pee my pants right here. And then like I was going to a buddy's house in Maryland, and when I got there, I had to go and like ask his mom for like cleaning supplies. And then I made him an excuse that I had an it was the worst excuse ever of like, yeah, there's a guy I carpool every day that he pissed his pants in my car. And that's why it smells
Yeah.
so bad because I didn't have the heart.
That's hilarious.
Because luckily I had a change of fresh clothes like in my car too, so I was able to like
That
switch.
comes in handy.
I was able to switch clothes, so they didn't think I pissed. But I was like, yeah, I pick up this guy. We got stuck in traffic on the way over. I dropped him off at the house, and then he on the way out, he told me he pissed his pants. And they're like, all right, sure, like whatever, we'll believe you, fat boy. But yeah, I definitely.
That's like that Gilbert Gottfried joke when he's
Which
like,
one?
where this guy like went to the bar after work and he wasn't supposed to be drinking, and then he spilled beer all over himself. So then his buddy puts $20 in his pocket and he's like, yo, just tell him you went out to lunch at work and some guy next to you spilled beer on you. So then he goes home to his
Yeah.
wife and he's like, yeah, I spilled beer on myself. And the guy next to me gave me this $20. And then she said, well, it smells like shit. And then he says, well, he shit my pants too.
That was pretty good.
But yeah, no, I shit my pants working one time in Glenside. I was working alone and no one was home. The people at the house, I had to dookie so bad I was just holding it all day.
Yeah.
And then like I made like a quick motion, like a quick move, and then I fucking shit my pants.
Yeah.
And it was like noon. So I like had to go behind a bush, and it was like in a neighborhood in Glenside. I'd like go behind a bush and like take my undies off, and then I was like, that's it for the day. And then I just drove home 40 minutes with dookie in my cheeks, dude. Absolutely
You poop
brutal.
your pants, you get to go home. That's the rule of work.
Yeah, that's the end of the day. You know what I mean? I think if you shit your pants at school, like you get that school year off. Honestly, if you're in high school and you shit your pants in front of the entire
you get
class,
to go off, dude.
yeah, you get straight A's for the rest of the year. See you next year, buddy.
That's like in college. If your roommate kills himself, you get A's.
Yes, exactly. It's just like that.
There was one semester I was like failing all my classes, and I was like, guys, I'm just gonna put this out here.
Someone could just
But
take
if there's
one for the
anyone
team.
that's close, let me know, okay? Because I could really use a W right now. I'm not gonna pass physics, and I don't want to retake it. So if you guys have been thinking about it, Do it tonight.
Tonight is the night.
Yeah, dude. One time I put myself in high school.
In
I
school?
just need to clarify with my girlfriend in high school. No secrets.
That's almost as bad as calling your
were
teacher
ever
mom.
safe. No, no, not in high school. I was a
Okay. I was
a
about
high
to say.
schooler at the time I put my pants. I just want to clarify that my girlfriend at the time in high school, I think of embarrassing things that happened to me that she found out about, and I was like, "Don't tell anyone." She immediately the next day would tell everybody what happened. And
Respect.
yeah, exactly. So I was playing League of Legends. I was homesick from school. I had the flu that day. She was coming over to bring me like soup and like cookies and be a good girlfriend at the time. And I knew she was on her way over. I was kicking ass that round in League of Legends. I sneezed and I ended up shitting my pants. And then
Oh.
and then um I was like, "Yo, I need to go." I like literally typed in chat, "I need to go poop my pants." And like, dude, it'll be over in 5 minutes. Can you please hold it? Like you're winning the game for us, basically. And I was too nice, and I was like, guys, I'll do it. I'll sit in my poopy. I'll
Oh
sit in my
my
poopy pants,
god.
and I'll do
That
it.
is disgusting.
I know.
I just
no.
lost respect for you as a human being.
I
That
know.
is crazy work.
And then the second that we won, I didn't realize she was walking in the house, right? And she like walks in, she goes, "Hello, how?" And then she just goes, "What's that smell?" And I just went, "Oh, Howard had an accident. He pooped on the floor." And then I just ran into the bathroom as fast as I could. And
You
then
just started the shower. She's like, "Why is he starting the shower?"
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember what I did after. I just remember the next day, uh, like meeting up with my friends before classes, and they were just like, "So you shit your pants yesterday?" And I was like, "I did not shit my pants yesterday." And they're like, "Yo, Devin just like came and told all of us that she walked into your house and it smelled like shit, and that you'd shit your like she saw the poop stain on your sweatpants as you were running away." And I was like, "Fuck,
Oh
dude."
my god.
Yeah,
Through the underwear is disgusting.
dude, I know, dude.
You just gotta
Not
burn them in the
problem.
backyard, honestly.
I said, yeah. She's like, I was like, "Do you want s'mores?" I was like, "I'm just gonna start a
Yeah.
fire in the backyard real quick."
Just
yeah,
throw your dookie underpants over.
yeah. I was gonna throw in some old clothes. No big deal.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Other than that,
Yeah.
I don't really think. I can't really think of a time I really shit my pants all that much. Actually, no. There was right before our wedding. I shit my pants.
What?
Good.
How do you forget about shitting your pants right before your wedding?
No, I did it for money because I was so broke before our wedding that I didn't have enough money to put gas in my gas tank, and I had to go get more stuff for the wedding. And so I was like, "Guys, I need money." And my roommates are like, "Well, what are you gonna do for the money?" And I just was like jokingly like, "I'll shit my pants for some cash." And then the room got really quiet, and then my buddy Connor was like, "You'll shit your pants for cash?" And I was just like, "Yes." And yeah, I was like, "How much cash?" And I was like, "How much?" And I legit was like, "Yo, how much you guys got?" And they only had like $25 on them, but like two of them had
Oh, that's
dude,
brutal. Shitting your
two of them
pants for
had
25 bucks.
girlfriends,
Is...
and they got their girlfriends to come over because they had some cash, and their girlfriends threw money into the pot. So I ended up having like $55, like in the pot.
Oh my!
I stood in the hallway and I pooped my pants, and they were like, "No way, did you just do it?" And I kicked my pant leg out, and the turd came rolling out my pant leg right there in the hallway.
My god!
Yeah, dude.
That is the grossest thing I ever heard in my life.
Oh man, I forgot about that.
Oh, how have you not told me that story before? You shit your pants for 55 bucks?
Yeah, dude.
I would have sent you the money, dog. You could have fucking asked me for a Venmo request.
I was like, "Hey, you're not coming to the wedding. The least you can do is
Send me
fulfill
50
my
bucks. I
Venmo
don't have to shit my
request,
pants.
dude." Yeah. Dude, I felt like I was getting a good deal. I was like $55. I was like, that's way more than a tank of gas. I was like, I can get like Cafe Rio after this.
That's brutal.
Yeah, it's not my proudest moment. My hair is wild today. Holy crap.
Fuck you, dude. Fuck your hair. Fuck the Eagles. I'm pissed.
Dude, how's your hairline going right now?
Dude, it's hanging in there. That's why I'm wearing the bucket hat.
Dude, Dude, shout out to
My hairline is fucking dropping back in the pocket, dude. My hairline is fucking.
No, we're big foreheaded people though. That's also our issue.
Dude, Dude, that thing is falling back. That thing is Tom Brady, dude. My hairline is Tom Brady, dog.
I got like, see that?
Shotgun pass.
My hair's always been like
This
that.
is Tom Brady and shotgun right here, dog.
That
is crazy. This is
shotgun.
Peyton Manning in fucking shotgun, bro. Gun, bro. Oh, it's brutal.
Dude, if you get dick hair, I'll let you know. Where it's just a strip here, and then you get the balls back there.
Yeah, I mean,
you
at
know
some
if you
point, I'm
get-
just gonna be a bald man. At some point, I'm just gonna have to be a bald man.
Yeah,
I'm about 3 or 4 years away from
one of us.
just shaving it all. To be completely honest.
You have to get ripped though. That's the rule.
True, if you're bald, you
got
gotta get ripped. That
Yeah.
is true. That's
Yeah.
100% accurate. I haven't even thought about that yet. I haven't even considered the fact that I'm gonna have to fucking get ripped.
Yeah. Dude, my eyes, I look stoned right now. My eyes look so heavy.
Yeah, you look like Howard right now. Yeah, you look like the dog Howard.
Yeah. Just stoned out of my mind.
No, I just mean your face looks like Howard's face.
Oh, fuck you. Dude, Howard was a good boy.
Yeah, Howard was a man.
You know who hated Howard though? Because Howard for some reason would hump him all the time. Is our little friend of the podcast, David Hopkins.
Dude, Howard was a
Dude.
man. David was probably asking for it, that little
Dude,
fucking
100%.
creeper, dude.
That slut.
Dude, he probably loved it, dude. He probably thought about it later, dude, when he was in the shower and he broke out the Jergens.
Yeah. He's like, oh man. Hey, is anyone home? And he just looks at the fresh bottle of lotion and he goes, guess not. or he did a peanut butter scenario.
That is true.
That could have been a peanut butter on the dick scenario for David Hopkins, who we found out last night does not like conspiracy theories one bit.
He was not a
at all.
fan.
He was not a fan at all of some of the stuff that we were saying, and he
He was not a fan. I apologize,
He was
David.
getting a little spicy. He was getting a little.
I apologize.
He was getting a little whiny. No, it's okay. How quickly he flipped the switch last night. I was like, man, he's such a bitch.
Yeah, I apologize. I did not mean to fire you up, dog.
I was like, he can't. It's all right. He'll never see this. But I was just like, man, you can't
Please
even have.
forgive me.
He can't even have fun with it with the boys. He can't even
Have fun with it.
Can't even.
Yeah, come on.
Entertain us. Make us feel
Yeah,
bad.
come on. Yeah,
He didn't
they're not
even-
even the craziest ones. I didn't even bring up dinosaurs.
I know you wouldn't even entertain the moon landing, dude. I was like, you're
come
not
on,
gonna
dude.
entertain the moon landing. This is the most vanilla.
That's the best one, dude.
conspiracy
Yeah, that's the
theory
best
ever.
vanilla. Yeah, dude. Yeah, that's a shame.
dude.
I don't think it happened, but yeah.
Yeah. Shout out. We should have made this like a conspiracy theory episode.
Dude, we can do one next week, dude. Don't even get me started. I'll
Dude.
make a whole portfolio on dinosaurs.
We
For
need
next
to do spooky stories next week
Okay,
because it's Halloween.
okay, we should do like a murder or something.
I'm down. I'm down for murder. I did a bunch of research on kids in my area that went missing in the woods.
Oh, nice.
Pretty good.
Nice.
You reminded me last night of a really spooky scenario that happened when we were kids that I had completely forgotten
Yeah,
about. Did you
I don't believe it. I don't believe in ghosts.
Did you ever tell Mare that of like, yo, in this room is what happened that one time?
Yeah, I told her. The only time I ever possibly have seen a ghost.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe it.
I
I
don't-
don't.
no,
I don't
it's
believe
like-
in ghosts.
How could I like if someone tells me they like saw like a woman dressed in white walking the hallway searching for her long lost lover from the Civil War, I don't believe you. But like I don't know, like I'll see stuff of like the door closing or opening, or like a little something shadow in the corner. I don't think it's ever like Hollywood. I don't think it's Hollywood, but sometimes I see stuff and I'm like, I can't explain that. Like, I don't know. Do you have TikTok?
I don't use it, but I have it. For
Dang.
like, if someone sends me a link, then I'll just
Yeah.
like pull up the video.
Yeah, all right. I'll send you some like stuff I've seen like on there that freaks me out.
Dude, it's got to be fake. Also, Grammy watches all the shows.
I
She
know, and it's
watches
just
every
white
show.
people.
It's always white people, dude. That's why I
I
don't believe it.
know, I
There's no
know.
black people on the shows. What, like, why they only hunt the whites, dude? It's
Dude,
crazy.
because
I'm not buying it.
just like a girl wearing a skimpy dress going to the club, okay, we were asking for it. All right.
Dude, exactly. But dude, the other day in town, same scenario, just white people. They had a revolutionary bar crawl
What?
where there's like a guy dressed as Ben Franklin and a guy dressed as
Yeah,
George
because one of the
Washington.
black
And it
people
was
was supposed to dress.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, yeah, it's only white people. You know, I wonder why. They had like a guy like playing the drum and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, where's the black people in this parade? That's a little
What's their uniform supposed to be?
If someone's listening, bro, that would be so funny, dude. Just dress up next year, dog. Just dress up.
That'd be so
Dude,
funny.
just dress up and show up to the revolutionary pub crawl, bro. Please. Please.
Oh man. I wish I lived closer, dude. I would do way more boots on the ground stuff with this page.
Yeah.
Where you just interview people after pub
Dude.
crawls.
Oh man, that'd be great. We should find someone to do that so we could film it next year.
Dude, I'm down. I'm so down. Why why do my eyes look like vaginas right now?
Yeah, you look like you fucking took an edible, dude.
Dude, maybe. I wish. I didn't. I had like,
Maybe you can get Crohn's somehow.
you gonna get Crohn's disease?
Maybe if you try to get it, then you can
Do
get
you
high.
think you can? I think you
You
can.
need a medical benefit. Maybe, dude, you just like have Mikkel back over your L5 and your L4, like on in her car.
Oh,
And then
that
you
could
get like
work. That could work too.
yeah, you break your
I think-
back, and then you get the loophole, yeah.
I think it's a type 1 in Idaho.
Yeah,
if
it is a
I-
type 1 in Idaho. I
but
looked that
it
up.
like sucks because like Montana's recreational. So it's like
Yeah,
if
you
I
just
just
drive
drive
right
an
over
hour
there.
up the road, I'm good. You know, there's dispensaries on the Idaho Montana like border.
At this point, I just fly with weed, dude. I don't give a fuck. I bring Nug, I bring the car, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
I go on Reddit, and like Reddit gives you the green light. You can look up which airport it is, and they're like, if you're landing here, you're good. If you're flying out, it might be sketch. But like they'll tell you on Reddit, like, yo, I
Really?
just flew through this airport with an ounce last week. Like, no, like the dude looked at it and then just put it back in the bag and said, like, have a great flight. Like,
Dude, I have a feeling PHL lets it fly, dude.
yeah, the PHL, they don't give a fuck.
They don't.
That's what it says on
care.
Reddit. Right? They're like,
Really?
dude, you leave out of here with whatever you want, dude. They don't give a fuck
They
at
don't
PHL.
care, dude.
No, yeah, they don't care. Philly Airport, they could not care less.
The airport.
It's mostly the airport you fly out of. You got to worry about because you got to get through TSA
That's
or
true.
whatever.
I told you about the
Yeah.
Houston airport where we like paid the lady cash because our bag was like too heavy.
No,
It was like 4 a.m, trying to get to the first flight out of the Houston airport. Mikkel and I, we showed up, and like it was us and Asians, and it was crazy because everyone that worked at the front desk of the airport were the black people, and they were not having it with the Asian people. They were trying to fly with an entire fish tank, like
the tail is old as time.
Yeah, it was. We were. Yeah,
You buy it now.
They were
You
not
buy it now.
happy with the customers that were there at the airport that day. But yeah, we showed up and Mikkel's bag was like 10 pounds over, right? And then we're like, okay, like 10 pounds over. Like, what's the luggage fee? And then we just go, who do we have to pay? And then she just looks at us and goes, well, you can pay me. And we're like, what? And then she just holds out her hand. And I was like, oh. And I look at Mikkel and I was like, I got 10. She's like, I think I got 15. And I was like, all right, let's put them together. And then we just handed that lady a little bit of money. and
Bribed you
said-
$25. That's
She
hilarious.
said, thank you for flying with Spirit Airlines. And
That's a good hustle,
Yeah,
yo.
it'll
Spirit would shake you down.
it was probably like American or United now that I mention it. But yeah, still
The best
regardless.
fucking. That's like the best thing about finding a job is like you got to find a way you could steal somehow. And this lady
exactly, yeah.
works at the fucking airport and she figured it out. Yeah, she saw an opening and she's
Like,
taking
the
it.
plane might be a little heavy and we go down, but who cares, dude? I'm getting my cash.
Yeah, I'm $25 richer.
Yeah, dude. Dude, that'd be wild. Just see they're like, yeah, we did an investigation and the airplane was about 600
Yeah,
pounds,
10 pounds
over,
over.
over weight limit. just that lady whistling. They're like, oh, I was yeah, for $25, I guess.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here with the weight limit on the plane, dude.
Yeah.
Like that makes no sense. You're telling me I can't throw an extra 20 pounds on there?
Mikkel wants me to did I tell you how Mikel flew to Brazil and how sketchy that was?
No.
Dude, so Mikel and her friends were like, "What if we go to see Taylor Swift in Brazil?"
I remember this.
And they're like, "Man, it's gonna be expensive." And then one of the friends chimed in and was like, "I've got a plug that could pay for our tickets." And I was like,
Oh, yes. Yes.
"Okay,
I
yeah,
remember
yeah,
this.
okay,
Yes.
yes." So for the pod, in case anyone hasn't heard this, but
No. Yeah. Tell it again for
I
sure.
thought my
That's a
baby
good
girl was
story.
about to get sex trafficked, right, for what was happening, or I thought she was about to get clothes wrapped in cocaine. But basically, there, there's a ton of Brazilians in Utah. So when they figure out that people are going to Brazil, right, the family members in Brazil will call up the cousins in Utah and be like, "Yo, you got anyone that's coming down here?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got these 4 white girls and one semi-Brazilian that's coming down, and they want to go see Taylor Swift." And they said, "Sweet, load up all these bags with Lululemon, like I forget what else, like tons of makeup from Sephora, like scrub daddies. Load up their bags. We'll pay for their tickets and their luggage. They'll bring them down here, right? So that we can, when that stuff gets to our store, we can just sell it for like a premium. Just all these American goods, basically. We'll make a shit ton of money off of the stuff that these girls
Probably
are bringing
jeans
down."
and shit.
Yeah, all that stuff. And so that's what they did. I think, how many bags was it for you guys? There's 12 bags that they flew with down to Brazil.
She got Costco parking lot with the money for all of the.
Super shady
It was-
to go and
Yeah. Fuck
but
that.
free tickets.
Hey, but you
I
got a
thought-
free plane ticket.
Yeah, exactly. I
I
thought
do that every time. Who cares?
got like reimbursed later.
Mikel's on like locked up abroad in a Brazilian prison.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you would probably be like number 1 prostitute in a Brazilian prison as far as like the one that everyone wants.
That's 100%.
They're like
what I thought I
they're
would be
just
too.
like, man, she's the prized possession. She's our crown jewel. We have Mikel.
Anyways, hi Jake.
I know you'd do so well in there.
I think that's a great way to end. Mikel would be the number 1 prostitute in a Brazilian prison.
Yeah, I just don't know.
That's such a compliment to your beauty and your charisma. And to be honest, your entrepreneurial mindset.
I think it's the drugs talking to me.
I think it's fair. She's on a lot of perks.
I know, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Perky Rogers.
Perky Rogers, dude. Who's the one baseball player that threw a no-hitter on LSD?
I don't remember.
Can't remember.
I forget his name too. Yeah, he didn't think he was gonna pitch.
Yeah, he
And
like
then-
forgot they had a game.
No, he was like a third string or whatever. Like he wasn't supposed to pitch, and then like someone wasn't playing that game, so then he ended up having to
Called
pitch.
up, and he threw a no.
Yeah.
Good for him. Let's next episode. Let's squeeze it in this week, and we'll do spooky stuff for the fans.
Hell yeah.
Spooky,
Hell yeah. Sounds good to me.
spooky stories, all that jazz. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go probably play Battlefield.
Let's go. I'm in.
All right, deal.